If by now you are still supporting Ruto and you think given time Ruto can change this country, hebu fanya kichwa yako hivi. Hebu fanya kichwa yako hivi. Every year Ruto huwa anaweka aside billions za kurenovate Statehouse. Akatoa ile roof ya kitambo, akaweka flat roof. Akatoa ile rami ilikuwa, akaweka cabros. Akaona cabros si mzuri, akatoa tena, akaweka tena ile rami ilikuwaga. Sasa Ruto is building a church 1.2 billion. Kanisa Statehouse ya worth 1.2 billion. Hiyo church inakaaje? Kanisa ya 1.2 billion. Because this guy is eating our country. Na ni kama nyinyi wengine mumerogwa. It's like you people are mad. You can't see this guy is taking our country to a place we will never come back. What is wrong with you people? Do you imagine a person building a church 1.2 billion? Anakata funding ya education. Anakata capitation. There are no vaccines in our hospitals. Business are going down. We only have 600 billion for development. Hakuna pesa ingine nda expenditure nyingine kwa mifuko za watu. And you are there sitting down saying two term like an idiot. Ukiambia watu oh give Ruto time, he will change Kenya. Ukikulaga hizo propaganda zao za ufala, at Ruto has done more than Kibaki in 10 years, than Uhuru in 10 years. Are you mad? Can you be able to show one thing that Ruto has done? One. My friend, there is no church inatengenezo ya 1.2 billion. Nizo pesa ziwekwe kando, zikuliwe. These people, they must be building some wealth somewhere in other countries. Ndio hii country kienda chini, watoke na watoto wao. This is the only country we have. And if you are still supporting Ruto, there's something wrong with you. Wewe ndio kichwamba. Wewe, there's something wrong with you. Or you think he can change this country, there's something wrong with you. This guy hata you want mnasema, my friend, is too much for him. Because mi sioni kitu atabadilisha in the next 2 years. Kama sasa saa hizi tumefika a guy is putting aside 1.2 billion ya kujenga kanisa. Kenya is not even a Christian country. It's a secular state. Whereby wewe unaweza kuwa Muslim, unaweza kuwa Christian, unaweza enda Buddha, unaweza enda Hinduism. We are a secular state. Unaweka 1.2 billion kutengeneza kanisa. Hiyo ni kanisa inakaa aje unatengeneza? Surely. Na hamkasiriki?
Kuna historia ambayo ina trend kwenye mitandao ya kijamii na ni story ambayo imefanya Wakenya kuwa na ghadhabu sana na kureact, na hii ni baada ya Ruto eti kuna kanisa anajenga pale ndani ya Statehouse worth 1.2 billion Kenyan shillings na itakuwa ikiaccommodate watu 8,000 pale. Na baada ya Ruto kuweza kuulizwa mbona anafanya hivi, alisema kwamba wakati ambapo aliingia alipata pale kanisa lilikuwa la mabati na akaamua kujenga kanisa la kisasa, na akasema pesa ambazo zitatumika pale zinatoka mfukoni mwake, si pesa za Wakenya pale. Na ni kitu ambacho kimeweza kupingwa na wengi. Kuna wale ambao wanasema ni mojawapo ya Rais Ruto kufuja pesa, na wengine wakasema kwamba anakosea sana kuweza kujenga kanisa pale ndani ya Statehouse, kwa sababu tunafaa kuweza kutenganisha kanisa na Statehouse pale. Na wengi wakasema kwamba ni kana kwamba Ruto anafikiria kwamba akijenga kanisa pale bado Wakenya wataweza kumkubali pale, lakini hata ajenge kanisa Wakenya wameamua ni one term. Na kuna mwingine aliweza kusema kwamba Ruto anajenga kanisa pale inaonyesha kwamba ni kana kwamba hataki kutoka pale, anaona kana kwamba ataishi pale Statehouse forever, ndiposa ameamua kujenga pale hilo kanisa. Na Wakenya wengi wameweza kwenda pale kwenye mitandao ya kijamii hasa pale TikTok na kuweza kutoa ghadhabu zao, ikiwemo huyu kaka anaitwa Shege wa Majuisa, Fred Ogola na wengineo. Wadau, wacha tuweze kuwasikiza, na kama hujasubscribe tafadhali subscribe pale, na usisahau kuweka notification bell, ndiposa nikiachilia video kama hii unakuwa kwanza kuitazama pale.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's amazing that today's nation said that Ruto has spent 1.2 billion shillings to build a church inside Statehouse. So Ruto's response to the nation was that he has used his private or personal money. Now let's take the following. There are 4 things which are wrong. The first thing which is a problem here is that if you build a church personal to you, using your private money, is an intention that you're thinking you are going to be in State House forever. Hata mambo ya kumi bila break, it is now forever. And then, even after that, his children should inherit State House plus the church. Meaning that Ruto is settling or establishing a monarchy. So Ruto has to know that Kenya does not believe in monarchy. Kenya is a state which is governed by the Constitution of Kenya and through election. The second thing that is a problem here is that Ruto says that he has used his private money. The problem I have with that is that Ruto's money has always been public money. What is Ruto's first job? He said his first job was an MP. So he has always earned his own money from the public. So this still remains just public money. He has earned from the public, and Ruto's money cannot reach 1.2 billion shillings if it's just salary. So this also means the money has been stolen from the public. Then the second thing, which is a serious thing here, is the third thing, which is a serious thing here, is that when Ruto says that he has built a church, does it mean that he has knocked out every other religion? Like, for example, if you're a Muslim and you become president, will you stay in State House if somebody has built a church inside State House? If you're a Hindu, or if, for example, you are Legio Maria, or if you are an atheist, any religion, it means Ruto is thinking that only his church, people from his church, will be presidents in State House. There he has built a church so that they pray there. So he's going to become a bishop. In fact, he told you he will retire as a bishop or as an evangelist. So he's going to retire there. What does that mean to Muslims? Will Muslims continue voting for William Ruto? What about the Somali community? What about other communities that don't believe in Christianity at all? But what if, for example, the Indian origin with the Hindu religion also become president? So William Ruto is trying to mislead Kenyans and take Kenya to a direction we don't want to take. So people should come and oppose this. The last thing is that how can you build a private building using private money in a public land without public participation? I think this is very wrong. Young people, let's rise up against this government. This government is a half-term. I cannot wait for them to go home. Thank you.
Someone remind the president that building a church in State House will not end his problems, will not end the anger that Kenyans have, will not end the frustrations that Kenyans are venting out. The only thing that will end that anger and the only thing that will end his problems is for him to start listening to Kenyans, is for him to make sure that the 60 Kenyans who died get justice, to make sure that he solves the wastage in government, all these big allowances that we see politicians giving themselves and those in the civil service giving themselves, to end, to make sure that Kenyans feel heard. He makes sure that the people around him speak to Kenyans with respect and dignity. Si story ya kuissue orders of shoot to kill, kutuambia mtadu, kutuita digital anchors. Apana, I make sure that leaders have respect for the Kenyan people. I make sure that he solves corruption in government. Hii corruption yote tunasikia sijui 104 billion za SHA, hiyo story yote imeisha. That is the only thing that will solve his problems. Hii kanisa hata ajenge makanisa 10 State House bana, hakuna kitu itamsaidia.